Congratulations. Awesome win, moving on to Sweet 16. Just your thoughts tonight, how the game played out with the big win tonight.
Yeah, really proud of our guys and the way that we had to work that game. It was a very different flow, very different game than yesterday. You know, Coach Cook, they're one of the best, classiest programs in the league. They're always a challenge to play against. They've always got great schemes and work difficult actions that are challenging. If we're switching, they got this counter. If you're trapping the ball screens, they got this counter. And it makes it a very difficult team to play against. They're really, really good. They move the ball, they pass really well, they shoot it really well. But I'm so proud of our guys being able to win in different types of games. You know, yesterday we were able to get things going and, you know, up and down a little bit more. Today felt like a really tough grind. The offense was really hard to come by, but we stayed in the game with our defense until we had a little burst. You know, Drew breaks free, hits a couple of shots, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, and the lead just spread. But because we were defending at such a high level, you're right there in the game, and then all of a sudden, boom, you know, we're able to make a little burst. And so just really proud of their ability to win in different ways. And it's so fun seeing our group on the bench and in timeouts coaching each other. You know, they're bringing suggestions. We had a player say, you know, maybe we should sub this guy. No, leave this group. They're cooking. You know, there's selflessness to say, you know, what's best for the team. You know, whatever will help us find a way to win, they want to do it. And they've got a high IQ together, and they problem solve together, and it's fun to see.
You know, this game was kind of hanging in the balance about the 9-minute mark, and then it just turned. Take us through, like, just the turning point there, what tipped, you know, the momentum, and then also seemed like you got it in the crowd when they came along too at that point.
Yeah, the crowd's a huge blessing for us. I mean, they give you energy. They help you weather the storms when adversity comes. They help you maybe get a little momentum when the momentum's there. And they were awesome today. But, you know, 1 or 2 steals, offensive rebound, boom, a 3 goes in. You know, another good defensive stop, boom, another 3. And, you know, that's how quickly this team can explode and score.
Yeah, talk about just getting into a rhythm. Both of you, Drew and Cody, answer that. I mean, both of you were shooting the ball well tonight from three-point range. I'll start with you, Drew.
Yeah, like Coach said, first of all, just props to them. They're extremely well-coached team. Like he said, they throw a lot of different things at you, and I think the first half we kind of were trying a few different things, trying to figure out what works. But one thing the coaching staff preaches to us is just keep throwing body shots, and like eventually that 8-0 run, 10-0 run is going to come. So I think, you know, credit to the group. Our confidence didn't waver, and we just kept throwing shots. And, you know, finally we got a few open looks, and we're able to knock them down.
Cody, how about for you?
Yeah, for sure. I started off a little shaky, but we weathered the storm as the team did. We kept chipping away. It wavered a little bit, like you said, through the second half. It was close, tie game. They took the lead a little bit. But we stayed in it, kept doing what we were doing. Like Drew said, 8-0 runs come eventually, and we just got to keep chipping away at it.
One thing, it seemed like they handled the press really well overall. But where you really did win tonight on the glass, I think it's plus 16 on the glass. Can you talk about both of those areas, how they handled the press, but how you were able to win, get some extra possessions, but what you're doing on the glass?
Yeah, we just want to keep doing all the things that can give you opportunities. And, you know, with effort, you know, rebounding is a lot of heart. You know, we're not always the biggest team, but hopefully we're the team with the biggest heart. And playing hard and going after it. You know, today we didn't force a ton of turnovers, but we still were able to win the turnover margin because we didn't turn it over. And so that was really key. We only had single-digit turnovers. You know, that was important. And I thought we got a few offensive rebounds early, and then it got really hard there for a stretch. But then all of a sudden, a couple of bounces, a couple of pursuits busted our way, and we ended up with 20 offensive rebounds. And so, you know, at the end of the game, you know, we have 66 shots, they have 48 shots. And, you know, both teams were not shooting a super high percentage, but, you know, you found the margin to be able to get some extra opportunities.
Drew and Cody, both of you have been on this stage before. You're going to play in a regional final. What is that experience? You feel like, how valuable is that going into Tuesday night's game?
Yeah, we have a lot of returners from last year. I think that's a big positive with this group is we have experience on the stage, and, you know, playing at home is everything. In front of the fans, they bring great energy, and we're able to feed off it. And like I said, it's just amazing to be able to play at home here.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a lot of hard work to get back here. We knew we had a target on our back all year, and it's just another one on Tuesday, and we're excited. Black Hill's a great team. We're going to look into them for the next few days and really prepare. So I'm excited. I know we're going to have a great crowd that we're here tonight, so that's exciting as well. So I'm excited for sure.
Coach, how about for you? I mean, just think about when you came here and now to see just how this program year after year continues to get better and better. There's so many players that come back as you look at just this DBU family and to see, hey, we're going to our second straight regional final. Not only that, you're hosting it here says a lot about the state of the program.
Yeah, it's really special. We had some alumni in the gym yesterday, had some alumni here today. It's a beautiful thing to see. You know, it's fun. It's a family. We talk all the time about, you know, one day in heaven, we want to have a big-time DBU basketball reunion. We want everybody to be there and big party, and but we're having little glimpses of it here in the short term. At the games, at practice, we have some guys that come around, and you know they're great mentors for our current guys, and they pour back into the program, and it just shows their love for the university, their love for the program. It's just a special group.
What's the process look like now for you? I mean, you get tomorrow, you get your legs under you, you get ready for a great test with Black Hills on Tuesday night.
Yeah, they're really good. They got length, they got shooting. They're a very good passing team. They're going to be a tough challenge. Game plan or coaches are going to need to watch a lot of film and come up with some game plan. The game plan for these guys is to rest. They got to recover. Still a quick turnaround. Even though we have a day off tomorrow, it's still 3 games in 4 days, and we've got to come out with a lot of enthusiasm and joy and be ready to get after it and have some fun.
Congratulations. Great.
Thank you, Reagan.
Thank you.